Welcome back to Vampyr. We are playing on hard mode. Excellent. Good, good. Alright. We're off. We were off to go to the morgue. Into the morgue. She said it was back here. To the courtyard. Through here. Hello. No, no. Ow. Fucking little shit. Stab. Drop something. Ah, goodie. I love goodies. Hi. 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 Alright. Really gotta stop letting them land those. Ah, come on! That was bullshit. You know it, game. Why is he walking away? God damn it! Fuck you. What's in here? Clearly part of Pembroke, but although it's actually not part of the Pembroke. It's a building part of the Pembroke, but not part of the Pembroke. I'm confused. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, yes. Wow. No. No. I need more healing ability. Come on, try it. Try it, motherfucker. Give me that blood. Give me that sweet. I missed. Of course I fucking missed. Why? You just, like, obliterated my health in, like, 2 hits. Some bullshit. Give me your blow, fool. Back away. Smack. Back away. Smack. Give me blood. Smack. Smack. Run away. Smack. Smack. Give me blood. Stab. Stab. Holy fuck. Why am I struggling with these guys? No? Nothing else. Look.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Not really. But you can believe that. Dr. Reed. Oh, must be a dead end. Gimme. Oh, I could've just went out this way and walked around here. There's no point in fighting all that. Whatever. Definitely gonna have a fight on our hands. Need more stuffs. Ah, here's the door that leads outside. What's in here? Anything worth a fuck? Money.
I cannot enter.
I cannot enter. Oh, crap. Look. A friend. No, you don't get to move. Very nice. Stab, stab, and
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Does it now?
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Where the fuck did you come from? Oh, I can't believe I dodged that at the last frickin' second. I frickin' dodged him at like the literally last second there.
It's locked.
Oh, that was fucking close. He almost nailed me with that grabbing and sucking fucking thing. What's in here?
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
I'll take your word for it. Neat. How's this door not?
I cannot enter.
Oh boy. Even more problems. Can't wait. Okay, run away then.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Ah, I ran out of fucking stamina! No, you don't get blood. Fuck off. You stay dead. Fucker. Die. What I think about you, bitch. Money. Money, 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 money. Delicious money. See anybody in the next room? Peculiar. Oh, cool.
It's locked.
Why would it be locked? Fisherman, type natural. Probable cause of death, fast progressing pneumonia by virus-induced pulmonary consolidation, Spanish influenza.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
They don't? What do you mean?
The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Oh, this... This doesn't look fun. Oh, crap. Oh, what the hell? Cheating. Oh, I really love when I get caught up on the game's geometry. Come on, heal, you piece of shit. Oh, come on! Absolutely no way you landed that. Stop.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Yes. Swamp. Anything else? No? Okay. Yes, thank you. What happened to this one? Swoosh. Swoosh. Where'd you come from? Eh, who cares? Give me all your blood. Bro, game, are you fucking serious right now? Kept fucking making me miss every swing I was doing. Had about enough of this. No. Alright. This is much harder on the PC than any other console. Whether it be the Steam Deck or the PS4. This is like vastly harder. Because every time I move my mouse left or right while having the lock on, it just fucking switches. It's so fucking infuriating. It'll like switch my target mid-fight. Sneeze. You didn't get to hear it.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Okay. Cool.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Yeah.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
With you at our side, Dr. Reed, I know that Pembroke will prevail and survive this epidemic.
That was very strange. It just like freaked out. Alright.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes.
The human body. Biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
Oh, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
Right.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
How do Skalds come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skald?
A Skald is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
Oh, Lord. Dear Dr. Swansea, I will be glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it's open. As I've already told you, I was a doctor during the war, and I will be glad to serve my country again. I know it is not the same being a physician for the dead as it is for the living. But I believe it is important to welcome and take good care of our departed too. Rest assured, I will do my best to fully perform this new duty to the best of my ability. Concerning the question of my qualifications, I am sorry I can't give you anything more valuable than my parole. I swear to you that my regiment made me a doctor during the war, and that I have saved many lives. If my word is not enough, you can contact the military administration to verify my experience and skills. They will confirm that even if I never followed my medical studies, the war taught me what a doctor really needs to know. Sincerely, Rakesh Chadana, former doctor. That's wild. Dear Dr. Swansea, I must inform you of my deepest reservations concerning the Dr. Thoreau Strickland and Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury, and he may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. Dr. Strickland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it must be also severe. I say it may also sever. God damn it. Jesus fucking. Sever. It may sever its functions for good if complications arise. Our young colleague is an audacious and daring surgeon who may prove a great professional in a few years, but for now he lacks the skills to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he made in the past, since Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me? I strongly advise you to forbid him to perform such a hazardous experiment. Very respectfully, Dr. Waverly Ackroyd. What experiments do you speak of? Oh, Lord. As a scholar and exeget of ancestral writings, I would never insist enough about the importance of taking legends and ancient folklores into account when searching for hints about hidden or lost secrets. A common mistake is to take what we know for an established truth and use it to just discard any contradictory material. Yeah, I always have that in the way. For example, we must consider the possibility of undiscovered species of vampire and the necessity to rethink what we see as the established truth about the various types of immortals based on what we know and what we gathered through time. For how many centuries did we consider that vampire was a vernacular term for what we had learned to call Ekon until the day 4 explorers of the Brotherhood found proof in Siberia that Volcolds were a Lepine type of vampire. We considered these creatures to be linked to the mythological werewolf. Now we know it's not true. What about the rest? What about the Rakesha from my homeland? What about the Chinese Janshi? Or the Prussian of the southern Chile? And without even leaving the beautiful Great Britain, what about the stories about bat-shaped women sometimes flying around St. James Church in Louth? What about the creature only identified as a disaster in some obscurities testimonies, which tried to destroy London in 1666 by spreading plague around the city? What about the Nimrod, the mythical figure of the restless vampire hunter, sometimes described as the ancestral British Ekons as a legendary huntsman who only feeds on his prey's blood and could only go unnoticed amongst the mortals and immortal? I tell you, my brothers, we never can be too sure of what we could find, if only we could forget a few minutes what we're supposed to know to already know. I think I'm getting sick. My nose is running. Is that it? Is that it? No? Good? Yeah? Are these all still closed or open?
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Pardon my boldness, Your Ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
All right.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
The truth.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Excuse my impertinence, Your Ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
The daily routine.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect. What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman.
Really?
You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Bro, I was about to say, look at her eyes. Her eyes look all fucked up. But then she looked straight at us, and then I realized her eyes are normal.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off, they are.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
It says find Pippa Hawkins, Nurse Dorothy Crane, and Gwyneth Brannigan. Let's go have a chat with her.
Reason to be proud.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett's did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett's.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
There she is.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Wow.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Damn. The pain.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the oldest patient here.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today, people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow, we may be fighting for food.
It's not a good reason to extort
Goodbye,
people.
Milton.
Well then.
It is the last thing our patients need.
Who the fuck
Good
was
evening,
that?
Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tibbets, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
What will you do after your resignation? Do you have a plan?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus. Such a beautiful island. I could buy a house there by the sea, read poetry, and wait for death.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
It is the last thing our patients need.
Oh, look. What is this? I am tired of your shit, Clay. What the fuck did you do? All the bloody docs are gossiping about how my husband has just gut that stupid kid. How many times did I tell you to count to 20 before drawing your blade? How can we expect you to do proper business and have people obey if you keep on killing everyone who dare crosses you? Now rumor says some blokes from the dead family are looking for you, and one of them even swore to kill you. Don't come home tonight. I've seen strange men patrolling the streets. They may be some commie militia or something like that, sent to arrest you. Go to a safe place for a few days. Maybe go to the hospital or Whitechapel. Make yourself useful for once by checking if any business could be settled over there. When the situation is calmer, I'll send a wet boot boy so you know to come back. Edwina.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. As long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the staff?
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I can say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
Am I right to assume your wife's letter pissed you off, Clay?
I was so mad, I threw away the knife she got me when we got married.
Your wife gave you a knife as a wedding present.
That knife has always been my lucky charm. If I'd had it in my hand when I got stabbed on that pier, I'd not have been wounded.
Hopefully not another Johnny Depp situation.
Do you want it back?
I don't need it here, but if you'd be kind enough to bring it to me, I'd be really grateful.
A grateful Clay Cox? I might just find your knife and bring it back to you to see that happen.
I can give you directions, but I'd be surprised if you managed to find it. My hideout isn't meant to be found easily.
A lucky charm? I never would have taken you as the superstitious type.
We all have our flaws, Doc. Mine's to have my weapon of choice for when the really dirty business comes around.
What can you tell me about your marriage, Clay?
Marriage is the sweetest cage, they say. Well, I found myself locked in one with a wild animal.
You mean your wife keeps you on your toes?
No, I mean, we both have claws and we both love to bite.
Alrighty.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Is this supposed to be an hospital? A pigsty would smell better.
What the fuck happened in this section of the Pembroke? Completely obliterated. Oh, hey.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Oh, who the hell is this?
We've dodged death so many... Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. and Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
You're welcome. So what's down this way? We haven't really left the Pembroke since we came here. It's down. Well.
It's locked.
I see that. That's just shut, apparently. What's over here? Is that it? Oh shit. Oh, he's high level. He's high. Nope. Fighting on no stamina is not a fun thing. I need more stamina. Anything else? Oh.
This must be Clay Cox's knife. A fine blade. No wonder he wants it back.
What in the world was that noise? Got so much XP. So much XPs. Let me see if I can upgrade my weapon before we go down there. So I have a bad feeling there's going to be some not so fun things down there. Oh, hey.
Hey, Doc.
I have found the gift from your wife.
In that case, you'll be properly rewarded, Doc. Clay Cox is a man of his word.
I hope that won't make me an accomplice to your future crimes.
Who knows what I might do now I feel invincible again?
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Alrighty. Oh. Almost missed that. And that one. And that one. Any more? Missed so many in this area. Oh. Do these just get replenished after a while? They
But
do.
in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
They really do. Pearl.
Fix me properly. A month? A year? You have the right.
More bodies will arrive.
Let's see. Wait. Oh, I almost missed that one. Anything back here? Nope. Ah! Aha!
It's locked, all right.
Okay. Aha! Finding so many goodies. I promise you the goodies are a good thing. Getting all the goodies now so I don't have to get them later. Very important stuff. I almost missed that somehow.
It's locked, all right.
Why is that locked? Oh, Lord have mercy. Alright.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Weapons. Well, frick. Oh, cool. Alright. Wait. Wait. I don't know why I keep doing that. Fatigue. Fatigue. If I remember correctly. Fatigue was one of the most annoying ones. There we go. Now I can do light regeneration, blood. Alright, cool. I could totally just sleep. Is that even worth it? I mean, that's kind of wimpy. Ah, damn. Yeah, let's do it. Stamina. Really need stamina. Damn it. Give myself a little more blood. That'll do. That'll do. Major districts events. Fatigue. Alright. How the fuck did I miss that? Unless they're getting replenished again.
Hey!
Hey, Doc.
You're lucky.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
You don't need the medicine. Huh.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
No, I don't have weaknesses. Alright, let's go down here.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
Quite the noise.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Delish. Just keep giving me more goodies. No idea what you were doing. Wow. It's up this way. May not survive the night. Go check on him.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
You rescued a citizen who will return to his district the following night. Cool. That was the noise. Concerning the Brotherhood of St. Paul Stole, I would advise our members to be very wary about these so-called scholars. Yes, indeed, most of them are always affable and respectful whenever they approach us, but it would be quite unwise for a discreet circle like the Ascalon Club to foolishly speak about our goals, our members, our traditions. I also would like to remind our fellow members that the Brotherhood itself is ancient enough to have some mysterious traditions. One of them, according to some informants, could be the ritual of the so-called Bane of the Dragon. It seems that in certain conditions, when the Brothers of St. Paul find a violent or bloodthirsty immortal, they call upon him this Bane. What is it exactly? I don't know. Does it really exist? I don't know for sure, either. But what I've established as facts is that whenever a hostile or vindictive vampire has threatened London or disappeared without a trace after the Brotherhood pronounced a ban upon him, the loyal Fergal Bansha himself has never been foolish enough to openly provoke the Brotherhood. This is a lesson we must all remember. Never be considered a dragon by the Brotherhood. From the Law of Ascalon, 2 Kings 17:5. 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 My Lord Redgrave, founder. Cool. Is that it?
What sort of creature is this?
I would have really appreciated if my fucking healing ability would work. Come on, stamina! Dude, this guy is way too tanky. I need infinitely more stamina. Give me your blood! Shoo!
Here's what's left of him.
If you're sick and you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothea to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Petescu house and present this coup. I'm not reading that part.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Well. Alright. Reach Whitechapel, it says. You're in my way. How do I switch weapons? P, no Y, U, I. Definitely not. How do you switch weapons? Oh. C and Z. Okay. That's fucking random ass buttons. Fair enough, I guess.
Miss, please, I feel sick. Get over here now.
Oh, look, a box.
If only I were young again. Just a dozen years or so.
It's down this way. Some stuff. Oh, cool. Oh, hello.
A leech! A leech!
Up in your flames, shithead. All right. Let's see here. Go to pre-win, command post, East End patrols, object, vampire activity, hospital survey, investigate. 3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital, London East End. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech. Then report directly back to us, and we will decide what action should be taken. Huh. I didn't even realize I walked straight into one of my missions. Nifty. Let me just heal myself. Looks like we're out of time. Sepsis. Oh, forgot I said that. We'll pick this up in the next episode then. To the Whitechapel. Until then, I'll see you then.